This episode is brought to you by the 10th Annual Whistleblower Summit and Film Festival. The Whistleblower Summit and Film Festival brings together filmmakers from all around the globe to share the impactful and harrowing corruption cases that span industries and governments alike. Led by whistleblower, documentarian, author, and Make It podcast guest Michael McCrae, the Whistleblower Summit and Film Festival screens the work of these brave filmmakers and helps them navigate the often lonely and dangerous world of the whistleblower. And this year will be no different. With more films, forums, breakouts, and panels than ever, this year's summit is poised to be the best of them all. Beginning July 22nd and running through July 31st, registration and tickets to this year's festival can be purchased at www.whistleblowersummit.com. And registration is entirely free. I'll say that again. Registration is completely free. With all the screenings and panels being virtual, the barriers to getting involved are all but removed. So go to www.whistleblowersummit.com to register for free, and you won't regret it. Again, go to www.whistleblowersummit.com and join us at the Make It podcast and Bonsai Creative in attending what is rapidly becoming the most important festival in the United States for the cause of liberty. That's www.whistleblowersummit.com to register free today. This episode is brought to you by Indie Insights. Indie Insights is our bi-weekly newsletter and love note to the film industry, movies, and the creatives that make them, not to mention you, our esteemed listeners. Inside, you'll find curated industry trends, articles, exclusive commentary, and underappreciated films from filmmakers like you worldwide. And the best part is that it is completely free. So join today at www.bonsai.film. It takes just a few seconds. And once you sign up, you'll get the very next newsletter on Friday morning. It's that simple. Go to www.bonsai.film to get Indie Insights, our bi-weekly newsletter, and join a network of film creatives just like yourself. And don't worry, we'll never sell your information or spam you with a bunch of nonsense emails, just the bi-weekly film industry goodness you need. And if you ever tire of Indie Insights, simply unsubscribe. No gimmicks, no games. So go to www.bonsai.film to get Indie Insights for free. You're listening to Make It, a podcast by Bonsai Creative that helps creatives in film get where they're going faster by sharing the advice, knowledge, and insights of professional creatives across the film industry. In this episode, you'll hear an industry insight, curated content designed to spotlight the best advice, wisdom, and tools from our previous interview guests. Brought to you and narrated by Nicholas Bugs.
Simone Biles pulled herself out of Olympic competition. This is arguably the biggest competition there is for a gymnast, and she was the anchor to a team vying for a gold medal. She had trained all her life for moments like these, but in a moment, she realized that she needed to sit this one out. Why? Because of the twisties. The twisties is a severely disorienting feeling that caused her to lose touch with where she was in space and time. She didn't know which way she would land or on which body part. Had she kept going, she would have been sacrificing her body as well as the dreams of her team of achieving a medal. Fortunately, she and the team doctor knew exactly what to do. They knew the depth of the decision they were about to make, but they made the right one. When I heard this story, I couldn't help but think, the twisties, filmmakers get that. When indie filmmakers finish the long, arduous, yet rewarding process of producing a film, they often run right into the festival circuit. They go from the physically and emotionally taxing birth of their babies into a whirlwind of travel, networking, promotion, and screenings. It's disorienting. It's confusing. It's draining. And then along come distributors with their deals. These deals are far from great, but the weary filmmakers can barely tell up from down. Instead of sitting it out to get their heads straight again, they press on and walk right into contracts that do little to care for the film they've so lovingly brought into this world. But what if filmmakers followed in the footsteps of Simone Biles? What if they sidelined themselves just long enough to take a deep breath and recover from the exhaustion? What if, instead of placing their films in the first set of outstretched hands willing to take the pressure off, they just sat back to admire their babies and realize what was truly best for them? As a filmmaker, this momentary pause to regain your footing can be the one thing that defines the future of your film, the future of your baby. It's worth the time away from the hustle and bustle to just sit back, clear your mind, and prepare yourself for the journey ahead. What Simone Biles understood is that her future is much longer than those fleeting moments at the 2020 Olympics. Injuring herself when she had the power to pull herself out would have been a fool's errand with unknown yet lasting consequences. The same is true for the hasty filmmaker who takes a deal that doesn't have their best interests at heart. The consequences often last for years as they are bound in contracts that are near impossible to break. So, filmmakers, take a lesson from Simone Biles. Recognize the twisties for what they are. Take a step back, reflect, relax. Recuperate from all the blood, sweat, and tears that went into bringing your film to life. Once you're in that headspace to make the right decisions, go forth and do great things. As always, be better, be creative, be engaged.
Hey gang, one more thing before you go. I want to talk to you about Indie Insights. Indie Insights is our bi-weekly newsletter and love note to the film industry, movies, and the creatives that make them, not to mention you, our esteemed listeners. Inside, you'll find curated industry trends, articles, exclusive commentary, and underappreciated films from filmmakers like you worldwide. And the best part is that it's completely free. So, join today at www.bonsai.film. It just takes a few seconds, and once you sign up, you'll get the very next newsletter. It's that simple. Go to www.bonsai.film to get Indie Insights, our bi-weekly newsletter, and join a network of film creatives like yourself. And don't worry, we'll never sell your information or spam you with a bunch of nonsense emails, just the bi-weekly film industry goodness you need. And if you ever tire of Indie Insights, we hope not, but if you do, simply unsubscribe. No gimmicks, no games. So, one more time, go to www.bonsai.film to get Indie Insights for free. And thank you for listening.